Yeah. Well, here we are again. And, dog, he just knocked it out of the way. Alright, move it around here again. Okay. Chubby just goes crazy, knocks everything over. Oh, don't go clawing me, dog. Anyhow. Oh, alright. You are getting to be a pain here. Oh, jeez. Not to mention you're eating too much. And, yeah, I figure you guys deserve a second look at this tube tester I got. Yeah, it was kind of in bad shape when I got it because apparently the wood frame, one of the cross pieces underneath that holds the panel in, had popped loose inside, I guess, during transit. So what happened was the whole thing just collapsed inside and actually even bent it. It bent it off to one side. So I had to bend it back in shape. And then I had to go ahead and kind of nail the box back together and the cross piece back inside, just so I could get this thing to fit. So anyway, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to open it up and show you some other weird things about this. Hopefully now that the dog hasn't knocked me completely out of the ballpark. And you guys can see what we have here. I'll have to hold it up. But that is a night tube tester. It's actually, he says night 600 according to the paperwork, but it's a 600 series, so I have no idea. It's not really, it doesn't even say it on the box itself. Take a look at the panel. It doesn't say night 600. It just says night tube tester. It says nothing about, there's no numbers after it, nothing at all. So, I don't know, I think Doug might be right. He said he thought his was a 600 too, but it pretty much has the same thing. It doesn't have any 600 number on the front. And I got this catalog, well, not catalog, but I said I got this manual supposedly with it, but you can tell it's some kind of a reprint. It's obviously, it didn't come from the factory or anything else because it's in too good a shape. But all it is really, it does give you the operating instructions, which is kind of good. It's got them there, and then it has all the tube data for setting it up, setting the tube tester up. It's all right here, pages and pages of it. So at least that much I have. I did order another manual though for it. So I think what I'm going to do here, and here's the other thing I noticed. You notice I have these alligator clips on this side. Should be for, probably for the high tension cap on it. The other side, just an empty grommet hole. There's nothing there. So I got to figure out what that is. So now I got to open it up and take a look at it. So, and there's only 2 screws holding this thing together. That's the other problem with it. Although the chart that's built into it, it does still work and it turns fine. It's not jammed up or anything. So I'm lucky there. Let's see if we can get the rest of this open and see what kind of a mess this is inside. I'll show you. And now the good thing about these was that the inside of this, actually the meter itself, it's a triplet meter, so it's definitely not a junky meter. Okay, so there's the front panel. Alright, so here's the inside. Here's the scrambled up mess that's inside here. There you go. There you are here. I think you can see that pretty well. I think I'll just pan back and forth so you guys can see it real slow. But you can see it's got a transformer. It has very few parts. But with that transformer, it is pretty heavy, I want to say. And, oh, okay, there's the tube's there for the gas test. You can just barely see it in the panel. But now this is really bugging me now because this grommet, I see no set of wires anywhere underneath there that it could have gone to or come out of. So I'm really going to have to check that out. And what I'm going to do with this before I do anything on it is I'm going to spray deoxit on all the switches, and especially this long one going across and some of the controls over here, because these are really going to need a lot of help. So I'll have to do that as well. I don't know if I should do that here, because what happens is I'm going to have to cover the roller up here that has the, let me turn it around here. The roller down there, that's just a paper roll, so I don't want to get any oil on that, so I'm going to have to cover that up when I do spray anything, because right now it works perfectly. It's got a wheel here. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. And you can see it works fine. So it did not come apart or anything else. And then it's got this big old wire wound rheostat there. So yeah, it's going to take some cleaning up. I'm going to have to replace, of course, the old caps right there. That's going to have to go. Probably the resistors, and well, I don't know, this heavy one here, it may stay or not, I don't know. But there you are. There's like I said, I got it to go back in here only because I had to really, and the other thing I noticed too, there's no hole for the cord to come out. I don't know why, but it's just a closed box. There was no hole for the cord. But this is what the culprit was right down below here. That thing going across there, and it popped out, and the whole front panel just fell in. And so I've had to nail it back in with brads and everything else. But this basically, this box is pretty much trash. I don't know. And I'll probably have to make a new box. I'm not going to even bother with it being a case, just a box, a straight box. That's about it. But it goes back in there. And I am not going to turn it on until I clean everything up. So I'm just going to set this back on top of the box, and then I'll have to cover stuff up and clean it. Let's see if I can get it on there so it doesn't fall in. Okay, that'll work. So right now, that's what I'll do is I'll have to cover up the paper down here, and then of course the guy did tell me he plugged it in himself, and he said the lights do light up for the roller, but basically he never tested it out or anything, so I'm going to have to go ahead and check it out anyway and clean up everything and the parts and all that. And dog's going crazy again. Chubby, what are you doing? What? 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 What's wrong? What are you doing, dog? Okay, anyhow, that's it for now. Here's your barking dog. There, stop. Bye.